Greetings, everyone. This is Rock and Roll Spot coming at you with the week roundup. We're at the end of this week's DC books, so let's start things off with Batman Full Moon number 3. Where we left off, Batman had been bitten by a werewolf and infected with lycanthropy, and, well, while dealing with said werewolf later on, well, he wolfed out. So the issue opens with in the Louisiana swampland with Constantine narrating. And he says the Dark Realm is the shittiest place on Earth. Think Vegas on a Monday morning. It sets up shop wherever anger and pain reside, which at this point is the entire world. And he points out that dealing with creatures of the night usually is quite fulfilling, except for one classification of them: lichens, because well, there are people carrying an unshakable curse. He puts herpes of the soul. You be the kindest, bravest person on Earth, but when the moon is full, and that heat rises within, the hurts of life swirling and everything, the swirl of dark swirl of dark energy, conjures a demon wolf that walks the earth. But Constantine's narration gives way to Batman fighting Christian Talbot, the werewolf who turned him, and there are I think some of the homeless people in the shelter that Talbot was at looking on. And the GCPD gets the call. However, Dr. Kirk Langstrom, Man-Bat, also realizes what's going on, and he takes his serum and takes the disguise. Meanwhile, Zatanna, with assistance from Constantine, is going to try and at least help Bruce Wayne. But apparently Alfred has also taken to the skies to basically make sure that no stray tech gets in the wrong hands or paws. Zatanna tries to reverse use her magic to reverse the werewolf's curse, at least on Batman, but she's not powerful enough. She tries to get Constantine to help. Constantine is willing to help, but Batman is taken down by a net trap, which seemingly and taken by Alfred. The sister at the nun at the shelter asked about Talbot, and she's still defending him, despite the fact that he tore her arm off, literally. But the cops are going after Talbot. Next morning in the Batcave, Bruce is shackled up to a examining table, and since he's returned to his normal state, man, Alfred's willing to take the shackles off of him. Some of the residents of the shelter talk to Sister Rose, and it's very much they're frustrated by what she's saying. And Bruce goes to talk to Kirk Langstrom, and Bruce apologizes for tearing off one of Langstrom's wings while he was a werewolf, though Langstrom was the beast within. But and Bruce makes it clear that he's thankful that there weren't any Gotham civilians at the scene of the fight between him and Talbot and Langstrom. But and Langstrom says, there weren't, thank goodness. So the focus should now be in fixing the situation so the worst case scenario doesn't manifest. Zatanna agrees 100%, and they learn that Talbot has boarded a ship to Romania, where the curse originated. And Zatanna says that they should also go to Romania. Constantine and Bruce talk, and Constantine tells Bruce that there's nothing worse than what's haunting Bruce's blood, and he tells Bruce to listen to Zatanna. She knows her stuff, but also if it gets bad, there's no hope in sight. Well, he gives him something to basically some silver bullets. He plugged in an NE-38. And Bruce and Zatanna take Bruce went private jet to Romania and begin to walk to where they need to go, and that is where the issue ends. Good issue. I like I especially like the little added depth to Constantine is like, sure, Constantine's a prime asshole, but he does. He can be. He at least has some redeeming qualities, and basically, his thoughts on the way he sees lycanthropes is definitely one of those redeeming qualities. But anyways, moving on to our last book for the moment, we've got DC Horror presents Creature Commandos number 4. Where we left off, Task Force M was prepping for their first mission, and it seemed that Brainiac had already had eyes on the task force. So the issue opens with the latter phase of mission prep. Apparently, Dr. West is not being sent on the mission. Lieutenant Shreve, who's field commander on the mission, makes it very clear his disdain for the members of Task Force M. He asks how how activating the frenzy mode works, and the team take the full squad. Basically, both monsters and the humans are take to the air. And 12 hours after this, they are airdropped to on the island. The vampire member of the team is accused of potentially wanting to drink the team leader, though he states that he has a far more sophisticated palate than that. But on the island, they deal with a handful of robotic animals. We've got an elephant, a tiger, and an alligator. And the team managed to deal with them. Lieutenant Shree makes it clear that the team is on a need-to-know basis, including himself. And he'll tell them what he thinks they need to know for the mission. They come upon a survivor who's an escapee of Brainiac's experiments, and one of the but the Gorgon member of the team tries to get into this escapee's mind, but things she sees in there are terrifying to her. And he suddenly emits a blue bioluminescence, and seemingly flies off. And General Eiling has a conversation with Dr. West about how it seems she's always failing on with her job to keep the monitors in line. But the Commandos make their way to Brainiac's base. As they move in, they suddenly have are faced with a looks like basically a rather large three rather large columns of robots. Brainiac is watching in the hopes of gathering intel on the triggering mechanism for the so-called frenzy or berserker mode from Dr. West's hypothesis. And that is where the issue ends. Interesting. It's been a good series so far. We got 2 more issues left, so. But anyways, that's going to do it for now. As always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Links to my Facebook, Blue Sky, Instagram, Mastodon, Twitter, Patreon, and PayPal can be found in the description box down below. This is Rock and Roll Spock signing off saying, live long and rock hard.